You're listening to the Superpower Podcast, Superpower Kids Edition, where author, philanthropist, and Superpower Kids founder Neva Lee Recla inspires kids to discover their superpowers and change the world.
Hi kids, this is your superpower kid, Neva Lee Recla. And today we have on our show a very special guest, Jen Molitor. And today we're going to be talking about today's show is going to be Change the World. And Jen and I both met at Steve Olsher's New Media Summit. And she's a master teacher, a certified coach and speaker, and she loves empowering people to make a difference. So without further ado, will you help me welcome on our show, Jen Molitor. Hi, Jen.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. So what are your superpowers?
One of my favorites is believing in kids.
Awesome.
Believing in their superpowers, believing that they can make a difference.
I love that. So that's awesome because you're a teacher, so it fits in.
Perfect, huh?
So I thought you're a superhero. I'm a superhero. Want to do a superhero pose?
Yes. Let's see if I can stand up.
Like a bookshelf behind me, so.
We've got nice matching colors, our blue and blue.
Actually, on my dad's camera, it made my cape look purple.
Oh.
And it shows the blue. Okay. So, what advice do you have for kids to help them find their passion?
Two things. One is to believe in themselves through and through, to listen to their heart, and really know what it is to have your true calling, the things that you really love to do. And the second part to that would be to find a mentor. Find someone who also believes in you and can lift you up and help guide you on the right path.
I love that. So, what advice do you have for people on how they can be confident in themselves and they can find what they are passionate about and truly do to change the world? Can do to change the world?
Such a great question. So I work a lot with people and really tuning in to their bodies. We have so many answers inside us, and often we tend to doubt ourselves and think the answers come from somewhere else. So I teach kids too to get inside their body. We do lots of grounding exercises. Can I teach you one?
Sure.
Okay. So I want you to take both hands out in front like this, straight out in front. Can you see that?
Like this?
Yep. And you're going to put your palms together so they're straight out like this.
Like that?
And go ahead and touch them. Yeah. And then you're going to flip your palms like this so your thumbs are down and the backs of your hands are facing each other. Yep. And then take one hand over the other and cross your fingers. And then roll it up like this.
Like this?
Yep. So you're all mixed up. This is called a pretzel. And what happens when we do this is our right side of our brain controls the left side of our body, and the left side of our brain controls the right side of our body. So when we do this whole pretzel and we get all mixed up, we start to engage both sides of the brain communicating. And then this part of our body, like this that goes, this is a very grounding part in our body. So when we take this and get both of our brain sides working together, and then we do this with our hands, I have them close their eyes and we picture a place that we would love to be. Someplace outside, our feet on the earth somewhere, and we picture just the temperature, the sun, the wind, and all that stuff in our body. And then from there, we can make really confident decisions. Like we kind of get into our body and get grounded. So I teach kids how to kind of get in and sink into themselves instead of all the other chatter around. Make sense?
I love that. My dad actually, we go to this event called CEO Space. So they do something called Teen Program, and I was a part of it this year. And he taught every teen in there how you can stay centered.
Yes.
So keep your feet on the ground. So then keep the palms of your feet on the ground. And then it helps you stay centered and focused.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's a great way too.
Yeah. So, Do you think that kids can change the world?
Absolutely.
So I know you have kids, so what are their names and ages?
Cecilia is 5 and Edwin is 8.
Nice. So I'm 8.
Yay! Yes, and I showed them one of your podcasts, and they were so entranced. Like, how old is she, Mommy? How did she get this job? And so we talked about how to be like what an entrepreneur is and what we want to do. And so my daughter, who's 5, asked for an easy bake oven for Christmas, and because she was going to bake all of the stuff and sell it, and so that's going to be her little store. So that's what she's already started making it. And we live out in the country on 11 acres. So we don't have like traffic or neighborhoods or anything like that. So she wants to set up a stand at the end of the road. However, like we don't really have people driving by that will slow down to buy stuff. So we've got to rethink that idea though. Yeah. She's on a mission.
Maybe I should interview them sometime.
They would love it. They would love it.
Yeah. Which interview did you show them?
I can't remember the guy's name, but he had a little bank, like a little pig bank or something.
Oh, Joe Polish?
Yes.
He's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
That is for sure. He's out to change the world. So your kids are 8 and 5?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. I actually turned 8. Remember
I remember. Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
My birthday working. So yeah, it was fun. I had 2 pieces of cake and 2 surprises.
Yay!
It was fun. Because remember Steve had everyone stand up and sing happy birthday.
I remember. And I remember when I saw you, I was thinking, now what role, what is her role? And I thought maybe you were a kid of somebody. And then when I learned just all that you've accomplished in the passion you have for making change and for starting businesses and wanting kids to do the same, I was like, holy cow, she's amazing. So it's so fun to see a kid in action. One thing I'm doing at school with some of my kids is something called Invention Convention. Yes, you would love it. We brainstorm everyday problems, and then they pick a problem that they want to solve. So for me, like an example that my son did last year, when he gets out of the shower, he's always cold. And so he wanted to solve that problem.
I know how he feels.
Yes, see? And so it's an everyday problem. Lots of people have it. And so he created a towel warmer that uses the shower water to go into some pipes, and you rest the towel on the pipes and it warms up the towel. Isn't that cool?
That is awesome. I need that in my life.
Well, he hasn't put that into production or anything yet. But so anyway, we solve everyday problems, and some kids, like I have a little girl right now, she was in kindergarten last year. She's in LA, and I can't tell all the details yet because it's like top secret, but she's going to be on a show. And this came from one of her inventions that she did last year. So it's so cool. So I should show them something for me. Like once they have this idea and they created this invention, they should take this and like create a business around it. Yeah. You could help them.
Yeah, I agree. Actually, there's some problems that I do want to solve.
Yes.
Sometimes they can't be solved, but it's awesome that those kids are so creative. I love seeing when kids step up and they become their own adult.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I love it when kids take ideas that maybe don't seem very easy to solve, but then they make the impossible possible.
Mm-hmm. And I believe that anything is possible. So if you have this idea and you have this passion, I believe that you can change. Something can change. I think anything's possible. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone can do anything they set their mind to.
You got it.
So we have to take a quick break, but we've been talking to Jen Molitor about change the world. We'll be right back.
Are you here to change the world? Do you talk about things like vibration, frequency, awakening, and consciousness? Are you pretty sure you have superpowers? The Superpower Net is unlike normal coaching programs and conscious communities. We provide training, intuitive guidance, peer-to-peer learning, intensive one-on-one coaching, and a high vibrational network of people just like you. When you join the net, you get 24/7 access to a collaborative group of people who support you as you master your personal power and unlock your superpowers. If you're ready to use your superpowers to change the world, then join the Superpower Net today. Visit superpowerexperts.com/thenet to learn more.
Okay, we're back. We've been talking with Jen Molitor about Change the World. So it is time for Super Neva questions. It is like a supernova, but better. So, the first question is, what is your favorite animal?
Horse.
I love that. So, what is your favorite color?
Blue.
I love all shades of blue. If you could have any superpower, what would it be and why?
I want to be able to stop suffering. And I want people to, I want to be able to take that away and heal them.
I like that. So mine is mind teleportation, invisibility, and what's the other one? Inflate.
What would you want to be invisible for?
Because I feel like it would make hide and go seek a lot easier.
Oh,
Like you could fly up to the roof and just
sit there.
camouflage, and no one would ever know.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, want to hear a quick story.
Mm-hmm.
So my half sister and I, my sister's name is Danica. She's 17.
Mm-hmm.
We were playing hide and go seek, and my restroom in my house has an automatic light, and she didn't know that you can turn it off. So it took her about 30-45 minutes to find me, and so I was just hiding in my shower, and I heard her. I normally laugh when she comes in, and I heard her talking to my parents like, I can't find your daughter. I don't know where she is. I double checked everywhere, like, and so finally when she found them, she's like, I already looked there. I'm like, I didn't look hard enough. Yeah, so it's really funny. So if someone said something like they didn't like something about you, what would you say?
I work a lot on this type of thing. And I call it like it's being reactive. Like, how would you react to something? Mm-hmm. And so first I would take it in and think if there's something that I do need to improve. Like if it was feedback, if it was just something to be mean, then I would be reflective on what could be going on with this person. Like, why did they feel the need to be mean? And so I would try to understand where they're coming from. So I know if I need to take it to be constructive feedback or if I need to just give them a little bit of love because they're in a bad spot.
Yeah, I like that. Actually, Sean Stevenson, I interviewed him, and I asked him this question, and he said, no, I would say, okay, you can have your opinion, but you're wrong.
Nice.
Said, yeah.
Short and to the point. That's good.
You're wrong. You can think whatever you want to think, but you are wrong.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. So, do you have any questions for me?
What's your favorite animal? Or is it the pig? Is it still that pig?
Honestly, I like every animal. I have a toy schnauzer. She's adorable. She's basically a fluff ball. Like, she's the tiniest schnauzer we have ever seen.
How big? Like little teeny?
She's 7 pounds.
Oh, so she's little. She's like this big.
Little, yeah, little. Do you have any other questions?
Yes. Do you go to school?
Does homeschooling count?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I'm homeschooled. Because we used to travel a whole bunch, so we couldn't find any schools that would be okay with that. And got to the point where I was just tired of waking up at 7 a.m. every day. And one of the schools, I think my parents pulled me out of or something. But then they moved me to a different language school.
Oh.
And it was really weird because I couldn't understand. They made you ring a bell anytime you had to go to the restroom, and walk hands behind your back and bubbles in your mouth. I lasted a half day there. The next day, my parents came to draw me off. I was crying, begging them in the car, like, please don't take me back. Please don't take me back. And my dad even saw every kid when the parents, it was time to pick up. Hands behind your back, straight against the wall.
Yeah.
So my dad saw us, and they're like, you know what? You don't have to go if you don't want to, because it wasn't fun. And it was in the middle of Colorado, and I don't like tornadoes at all. So I don't want to ever be in a tornado. No. So I'm glad that we don't live in Colorado anymore.
I'm on a mission to change education. I want to change the way kids feel when they go to school. I want to change the relationship between teachers and kids. Not that they're all bad.
Some of them are.
And I want to change that. So that's why I was asking if you go to school and like your thought, and like you've been in a school, and there's so much rigidity. Like they try to put you into this box, and everybody has to fit in this box, or you have to ring a bell. Yeah. And so I want to bring humans back to education, where we love people and we lift them up, and we like embrace ideas, and we get questions going, and we have passion projects, and less of the hands behind your back. And
yeah, I agree. Sometimes it's fun, and sometimes it's not. Like today, I do something called Time for Learning. So today I woke up, I played on my iPad a little bit, and then I got to learning. And my dad said I could do one learning lesson or writing essay. But instead I did two, because I knew I had to finish up the second grade. So I like doing learning sometimes, and sometimes I don't. Because sometimes it's just like, I don't really want to do it right now, but I like being able to sleep until 12 o'clock and get to learn. So that is one of my favorite things.
I bet. I think you'd like learning if you were asked really good questions that got you excited about what you were doing.
Yeah.
But if you were just had to do these math problems, you'd be like, ugh.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So it is time for funny face time.
Yes.
Make your funniest face in 3, 2, 1.
That's pretty good.
Do you want to do the sign off with me?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Remember, kids, we all have superpowers, and
we can change the world.
Hi, thank you, Jen.
Thank you. It's great to see you.
Great to see you.
Thanks for listening to the Superpower Up podcast, Superpower Kids Edition. Go now to superpowerkids.com and discover your superpowers today.